Hello my friends and welcome to episode 5 of our Football Manager 2022 Building a Nation Save. We are in Scotland, building Scotland up, and right now we are in the 6th tier using Mozza's Independent Scotland database, which allows us EU transfers after I think season 3. Really excited for that, but right now it's not really relevant to us that we can't sign EU players because we won't be able to sign them anyway. We've had a busy transfer window. So we started all the way back at the end of last season and we got to business straight away. We brought in Niall Kemp, a former striker at Lothian Thistle, not the most prolific striker in the world, but at 17 he has potential and he's decent at his finishing. He's decent at that old finishing. And then we brought in Jack Kerr, the former Kilmarnock man, was at Hollyford United last season, counted before that. He's just a solid winger. He's okay at this level, will do a job kind of thing. Farrell Sullivan is a backup winger / left back. We've got Liam O'Donnell, who will cover backup for both flanks. Again, not outstanding, it's just a bit of pace in the team, really. We've got Aaron Ross, who is a right back, who will do a decent job. David Waite, who is going to be our first choice right back, also comes in. He is previously of the biggest team he's been at is Ayr United by the looks of it. But not really played any games until he ended up at Kilburnie Layside in the last couple of years. We then got Josh Morris, who played for Forsmex, that's who he plays for now, at Hillfield Swids with us. He's one of the few players that impressed me down there. He wasn't the player that... I kind of felt like it would be cool if we could take a player from a team every time we moved. This wasn't the guy that I was going to go for. The guy that we were going to go for was this guy here, Brodie Strang, who I think would comfortably make the step up. As you see, he's still 5-star for us up in the Highland League. At 19, made a bed, he's just not interested. He doesn't think the squad's strong enough. You can see the kind of interest he has in him is at the championship level, so it's maybe not that surprising. But I genuinely felt he was capable of making the step up. Josh Morris, I think, is capable of taking the step up as well. He is actually going to be our club captain for this season, which is maybe a credit to him. He was one of the few guys that actually scored goals for us at Hillfield Swifts. We then got Colin Granger in, a centre back. He's not the quickest, but he's okay in the air. He will be a backup, but one of those that I will look at to come on and score from a couple of corners if we need to. We've got Aaron Whitehead, who is another central defender who's solid, okay in the air, will do a job. Again, not physically outstanding out with that though, and some bad areas. But again, that's kind of what we're working with here. And then we've got Gregor Jordan, who kind of was a bit of a panic buy. The point that I bid for like 3 or 4 centre backs, we had one centre back who was attracting interest and wanting to go. Thankfully, he's not kicked up a fuss about it. But it was kind of like a need to get centre backs in. The biggest issue we had is the squad quality wasn't the best. So every time we were bidding for someone, like a team 2 divisions below us would go, "Yeah, we'll give you some money," and he's like, "Yeah, that squad's better, I'm going there." It really was frustrating, so we were having to go for guys that other people weren't going for. We then got Michael Mullen in on a loan from Kilmarnock, no wages being paid here. Young 19-year-old striker who will do a job. He'll be our first choice striker for the first season. Jamie Winter comes in from Carnoustie. He looks like a solid pickup. He's played 58 times for Montrose in the past, 49 times for Chesterfield, 19 times for Aberdeen, 8 times for Aberdeen. Early in his career, he's 36 now. We're not going to get a huge amount of time out of him, but as a deep line playmaker, I think in this division he could do a very good job. And Bilek Demis is a Hungarian goalkeeper who's came in previously of Fort Main and Cove Rangers, who I think could do a job. He didn't need a work permit, so I assume he's got a second nationality here. He does not. That's interesting. Either way, guys, that is the ins in terms of transfers. On the outs, nothing really too much to talk about. We did get some staff in, so we got ourselves in. We brought in Stevie Burra as a chief scout. We were allowed 3 scouts, so we got Rhys Allen and Adam Graham in as scouts as well, just to help boost our things up. We got Pat Scullion in as a coach, who's obviously with us at Hillfield Swifts. Again, I thought it'd be pretty cool if we could bring one member of coaching the staff between each team, try and bring that continuity to it. But there wasn't many options, and Pascal was actually the best of all the options anyway, and he was a free agent, so we didn't have to pay for it, which meant I just felt he was a good and realistic option to bring in. We also got offered a B team. He is actually the coach of the B team as well. And then Stephen Duffy comes in as a fitness coach. Asked for one more coach. They agreed, and off we went. Money is not great at the club. We're 310k in the red, which is slightly concerning, particularly when we've got such a decent sized wage budget for this level, and I don't think there's a huge amount of money down here. I could be wrong, so how long we stay here, I don't know. I'm definitely going to see a season out regardless of how it goes, because, or we get sacked, basically. But again, we're probably not done transfer business wise. We need to make sure we're improving on that front at all times. The squad isn't at full strength yet. If we have a look at the tactic screen, you can see this is what we have. We need a 10 and probably a midfielder. Owen Patterson's decent, but he's not great. A 10, a midfielder, and a 7 essentially. So someone to cover this area, someone to cover here, someone to cover here would be absolutely smashing. I'm already working on that, getting to work as fast as I can. We lost a few more players than I expected to in the summer, which is fine. It's not an issue. Keeping a hold of Fraser, who, as I said, at one point was our only centre back, is a big, big win. Now, our first match today is against Turniff. Now, how did they get on last season? Turniff finished 16th, so 2 places below us, 6 points behind us. So it's a good test to see where we are this season compared to last season. Here we are now. I've, as always, let the assistant do pre-season while we have done all the sort of transfer business and whatnot, which I like to do. Our team for the first game of this season is Damus, Waite, Fraser, Whitehead, Laver, Gold, Sohn, Winter, Whittaker, Mullen and Brindle. It's not a bad team. It's not a brilliant team. We need probably a left winger as well, to be honest, because Brindle is probably more natural on the right, and you know, maybe bringing in a left winger wouldn't be a bad option, excuse me. Tactic is not tried and tested, let's be honest. It's kind of a mixed variation of what I had at Rangers in FM21. A couple of little tweaks just to suit player roles rather than anything else. I've got no idea how it's going to work. Right now, we're not scoring, and that worries me, because at Hillside Swifts this tactic didn't score, although that didn't have the variations to suit the players. Winter, Sohn, Gold, Whitehead, back to Gold, Winter, Sohn, Whitehead, Sohn, Gold. Good passing and movement from the boys here actually. It's good to see this. Sohn in behind for Whittaker, it's poor. And that's the issue with this tactic at this level. You know, it just takes one mistake in this pass and move, and it looks so good up until that mistake. But that mistake guarantees you're losing the ball every time. Kinsella, Heron, Smith, over the top for McDonald. We don't have quick defenders to get back. It's off the post. The defence. What are you doing? It hits the post and they run out. Watch the defence here. Yep, no problem. That's no problem, boss. That's no problem. Yep. It's the chance is dealt with. It's hit the post, boss. We don't need to worry about that. He's not allowed to touch it again. Oh, he scored. Let's maybe take passing to space off, because I think that could be part of the issue. If we pass directly to our player, it's then on them to, you know, pass and move. Show me something else. This tactic, I did always suspect this tactic would not be good at this level. However, it's not too dissimilar to what we had at Forfar a few years ago. That is still 2 levels above this though. So, you know, we have to be patient. We are going to make a sub. We'll bring on Niall Kemp for Mullen. We'll bring on Josh Morris for Brindle. And continue on. We don't have anyone for the 10 to bring on for Sohn, which is frustrating. We'll bring on Granger for Whitehead in the hope of just, you know, maybe a corner. A corner can get us a goal. Let's go very attacking. Let's go wing back, attack, wing back, attack, wing back, winger attack, inside forward attack. In fact, because you go inside forward attack, please, you attack. Just let's throw everything at them. We've not had a shot on target, which is worrying. Defence switched off, cost us a point today, unfortunately. Not happy with your performance, boys. Let's move on, no. Let's move on. You just like to go and trial, that's perfect. That's a right winger I'm looking at. Okay, so next game we will come back. Let's come back for Loch Ness. Loch Ness is one of those teams that everyone knows because of their kits. Do they have their kit? Look at how gorgeous those kits are. I suspect they have just been promoted from this division, but just look how gorgeous those kits are. I kind of want these. I actually would buy every single one of these and I'd wear every single one of them. That's how good they are. But yeah, we'll come back next time for Loch Ness. It's in about 6 weeks' time or so, in the middle of September. So we'll have any transfer business that we do between now and then to go through. And I think that's a good game to come back for. Tune in for that, guys. If you've enjoyed this episode despite the result, smash the subscribe button, smash the like button, and I'll hopefully catch you all next time.